Good morning. My name is Megan Bolter with the ITF-USA Women's Committee. I have here with me Gabriella Castorina. She's a second Dan from Shelton Martial Arts Academy. She's here to chat with me today. So good morning. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning.
All right, we'll get right in. So I want to hear, tell me your story. You said you have a great story.
So, when I first got into Taekwondo, my former neighbor, when we were like a lot younger, had a birthday party at his karate studio. And in the meantime, I was taking gymnastics. Before that, I did dance and then I did t-ball. I was a very athletic kid. So, I remember after the birthday party, I said to my mother, "Oh, I want to try out Taekwondo." So we knew a place nearby, and I tell people, "Oh, yeah," because they ask me, "Oh, when did you start Taekwondo?" I go, "Oh, Wednesday, June 3rd, 2009 at 4:30 p.m." And they give me a look of, "How do you remember that?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just do."
It's
They get
great.
so
Right. All right.
they, but I remember my first class with my former instructor. He was telling me to yell "Kip" when I kicked the target, and I was a very quiet kid. I was like, "Kip, Kip," and then all of a sudden, here I am, 15 years later. You remember what happened with the Chunji challenge?
Yes. That was
That
great.
was,
Everyone heard knew when you were going. That's all I can say.
I scared a few people from what I was told. They were like, "How the heck did you?" I'm like, "I just scared people."
That's great. Comes from like the pit of your soul, right?
I'm just loud.
Right. What is the top motivation for you continuing to pursue martial arts?
Just keep on working out, studying my knowledge, doing what needs to be done because I am going for my third degree black belt as of this year.
Ooh, it's exciting. Yay.
So I'm very excited, very nervous, but I think I could do it.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Yay. What factors are important in being a woman leader in Taekwondo?
Ooh, I would say confidence mostly because I could relate from experience because when I was younger, I didn't have like a lot of confidence. And as I got older, now I'm 25 years old, and I've definitely noticed, like with me being outside of my own home, because also, I was also a full-time college student. I still kind of am, but like I realized the amount of confidence I've had, like growing up, which is important because you don't want to get that out there into the world and then you go, "Oh my God, I can't do this." You got to be strong. You got to put on those muscles.
Absolutely. That's great. How do you encourage women to begin or to continue training?
Let them know that no matter what, you're always gonna have to take a hit, no matter what. And that martial arts has a lot of good factors to it, discipline, mentality, confidence, especially physical activity levels, which are very, very important.
Absolutely. What women have inspired you during your training? Have
Hmm.
any? I know that's hard.
I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think I really like have it.
Mhm.
It's very like kind of scary, kind of funny, like to admit that. But I know some women in the ITF, but I don't really get inspiration. I just go with the flow and do what I need to do.
Right. Yeah, I get that definitely. Yep. Do you find having, I know your school has male instructors, but have
Correct.
you noticed maybe from other schools that having female leaders tends to encourage more females to participate or
I say I would say yes, because I've been teaching since I was 12, 13 years old, and I felt I was always like the woman instructor where I came from, or well, where I come from and stuff like that. But the girls are very, like the younger girls are very nice, they're confident. I always go up to them, and it's good because when I was growing up, we didn't have too many people who are females to like follow into the martial arts sport, and then all of a sudden, like when you start seeing other females, it's like, oh, wow.
I agree. Yeah. I have my instructors are men and it's different when you see a woman do it, it's like, wow, I can have that power and that the same oomph that the men have. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find having other females to look up to is valuable for girls and women? You've touched upon it a little bit, but
I believe so. Yes, because there are girls out there who like look up to any role model, whether it's male or female, but with female instructors, you can learn a lot from them. They may provide something that other people may not have, or give advice, the words of wisdom.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we bring to the table something different, not better, not worse, just different. What would you say to other females just starting or considering beginning?
Learn how to take a hit, as I said. Don't be scared. And like I always tell people, like if I were to tell a younger female, we like inside the school, we are not your friends. We are your instructors. That's really it. And just to push yourself, do what you can do. I remember, so I started college in 2018, and I always came home every weekend and stuff like that. And I did Taekwondo without even stopping. And it's like, push yourself. Like, if I were to give any advice to the younger girls, push yourself, keep on going, work out as much as you can, and don't let anybody tell you you can't do it when deep down you can.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's beautiful. I think it's important for sure. I don't, not just women, but I think it's, you don't know what you're capable of, and there's so much that you're capable of. So, yeah, you just keep digging until you find it, right? Thank you. I appreciate you coming on and supporting the Women's Committee.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
It was great to meet you and meet you in
Yes.
person too. It was a short meeting, but it was it was nice to meet you.
I was all over the place at that
Right,
40
right.
minutes.
It was
Go
great.
from here, there. I'm like, what? Hello?
It was fun though, for sure. So.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Well, thank you again.
Thank you so much for having me.